Hello everyone, so this is my discussion for Bakke. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's my best try. So for question one and question two, they kind of relate together. So the main thing I noticed about this I found was really interesting was how the men in the roles had very like individual roles in the play and had their own voice, yet the women were always kind of in groups when they talked. So I think going into question two with that, it kind of really shows the time frame of when this was written and just the roles of men and women and how men were able to have opinions and able to think for themselves, while women were kind of not able to be as strong to have an individual character that still gave strength. They only kind of had strength in numbers, because them as themselves were not as strong and insightful as men were. I think this even goes further when you see kind of their falling for Dionysus. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Where they really kind of worship him and do what he says and are very endearing for him. Where they don't really have their own ideas, their own thoughts. They just kind of go off the thoughts of a man who's above them in society. And then contrasting that with Pentheus being a more logical man, being able to use rational decisions that at the time women weren't quite believed to be able to do. And now for question three, the one thing that I read, and this is just the first thing that I saw that I didn't really understand, so I Googled, so I figured I'd talk about it. It was the rite of Rascaldum. Rascaldum, I think that's how you pronounce it. And a rite is, religious or other solemn ceremony or act. And Rascaldum is the state of being rascality, or the domain of rascals. So the rite of Rascaldum to me then just kind of means some ritual, some idea of just being a rascal, someone without rules or following like society norms of what you should do. And then for four, I think I kind of talked a little about this in 1 and 2, where the women, the Maenads, were depicted as not very strong or insightful, but instead just kind of hysteric and following the ideas of men. For question 5, Elvis Presley, women loved him and adored him, and he's a big party guy, loved to dance, and women just fell for that. So that makes a lot of parallels to Dionysus. And for question 6, I guess my question would be, what was so drawing about the ideas of Dionysus to these women compared to the ideas of Pentheus? Thank you.